Hi guys, let's just touch base ka taba ya ga Makhumalo. So on the show they say that Makhumalo is wandering the other wives and she's refusing to wandler the last wife, which is Makhwela. Remember the issue emanated from the fact that Makhumalo they. Okay, let's continue, right? So the issue started from excuse me, Musa Mseleku anyala someone from where Tubile comes from, right? Tubile said you can marry but do not marry anyone from my place or anyone who has my same name, which is Khumalo, right? Musa Mseleku didn't listen, and because he is very manipulative, now he's trying to turn the whole thing and saying that we marry someone from Endaweni, meaning from where you come from, because you're such a good wife. So that means I'll get more good wives from your area. So that is just being manipulative. That's why Makhumalo is calling him a core narcissist. So now as we move forward, we realize that Tobile has been carrying this family. Girl has been carrying this family, and when we look at her history, so it was said that when they met, Musa Mseleku and Tobile is from, according to them, from a poor background, and they met in church. Apparently Musa used to be a pastor and Tobile was just a girl in church. Scoop, I get. Musa started dating Tobile. Tobile was about the age of 19 years old. Obviously the age gap is too much, right? Because now Tobile, I think she's 37 and Musa is 50 something, but he's in his early 50s, right? So moving forward, as we move forward, apparently Musa was helping the family. Remember, Tobile was just a child by then, and he was providing financially. Apparently he even hired Tobile's dad to be a driver as a way to support the family, right? You know, when you are from a poor background, you'll make sure that when you get opportunities, you work very hard. Look at Tobile. She has more money than any other wife of Mseleku, right? You don't get comfortable if you know where you come from and you don't ever want to go back to that situation anymore. So when she got the opportunities, she made sure that she grabs them with both hands and she would run with them. Right now, as we speak, Tobile has money. And apparently, I don't know if Ugel was compensating or overcompensating, because now it seems like Musa has really groomed her. Remember, she was that girl or that lady who will always support his husband's decisions, no matter how they are, no matter how they don't sound like the other wives will voice out, we don't agree with you because of this and that. Tobile would always support each and every decision that Musa makes. She was that girl who in daughter comes first, then me, you know. I'll be in daughter, and then when now you think you are here, you're the neck, right? So Tobile was that girl. But you can be humble all you want, but one day you will get tired. She got tired of girl, she got tired. And now when we look at her issue of infertility, she once had an interview and she explained it clearly that I am not inyumba, meaning that I'm not infertile. I'm a fertile person. I've fallen pregnant before, Inyumba is someone who cannot even conceive. But because now they're trying to insult her, they refer to her as if she cannot even conceive, which is not true. She explained on that interview that she's not falling pregnant because both of her tubes were tied or they were cut because of she has experienced ectopic pregnancies, right? Meaning that the egg implanted outside the uterus or in the fallopian tubes instead of moving to the womb as it's supposed to, right? So that caused damage to her tubes, and fertilization happens where? On your fallopian tubes. So because she's still fertile, her womb is still fine, it means she can still fall pregnant and have kids through IVF. Now the here's the catch. Musa does not want to take time to go through the IVF processes, which included that he must stay 2 weeks without engaging in adult sports so that her sperms can be rich, or they can be of good quality, so that there can be more chances to produce good sperms and all of that. So he doesn't even want to sacrifice to do that. According to him, he's a traditional man. He just wants Tobile to fall pregnant naturally. And Tobile obviously explained to him that it is not possible. The only possible solution for me to have a child is through IVF. But Musa is not supportive towards her wife, towards his wife in terms of that, which is very painful because if we are seriously looking at Tobile has been supporting Musa for a very, very long time. So imagine when all this time you've been supporting your husband, and when you need them the most, they are ditching you like you are nobody. Imagine, and looking at the issue of age, remember after the age of 35, it's risky, guys. Now she's 37. This issue could have been done even before she reached 35. But Musa has been dragging his feet. Time is going. Yone ha ya emela motho. Nako ya tsamaya. It's not waiting for anybody. So that is just being selfish from Musa's side. And what was really painful is to find out that Tobile has been sick. She was even hospitalized, and the other wives were not informed. When she met with Mangwabe was like, "Why you didn't tell us that you were in hospital?" Tobile is somebody who doesn't like to bother other people. She's just like me, like I don't like bothering other people. But people who are like that, when they are always the first ones to help the others. But when it's their turn to be helped, or when they need help, they don't really, they feel like they are bothering people, And she said, "No, I did tell Musa that I'm sick." So Musa just decided to keep quiet. Like, can you imagine that? Musa decided to keep quiet about it. So if I was Tobile, I would divorce. Like, no. I have my own money. I have my house facing the beach. Like, no, like I would divorce. Anyway, we'll continue this conversation after the next episode, that is on Wednesday. So let's touch base and drop your comments down below. What do you think about the situation? If you were in Tobile's shoes, what would you have done in such a situation?